Good evening and welcome. My name is Mike Moritz, and the name of this stream is This Game is Not Supported for Controllers, except that it is. Because when my phone's going off because I'm streaming, when I was setting up for stream, I noticed that on Steam it says, controllers not supported, this game wasn't designed to support controllers. Except that I am totally playing with a controller. So, there's that. Hold on, give me a minute. Just gonna move that over there. There we go. Alright. Where were we? I need to do a mission because I'm running low on money. So ideally I would like to go to Rome, but I just don't have the money. I need to do a mission. That one seems okay. It still requires a lot of money from me. Can I sell anything? Maybe I sell the weapons I'm not using? Let's go back to Taiwan. See what's over in Taiwan. Yeah, I'll do this one. Investigate warehouse district. I can sell my shotgun and my shotgun ammo. Sell these. Then we can investigate the warehouse district. And it's going to be fun now that I've met G22. Oh, I need to change my clothes though. Hat. And wear a baseball cap. Investigate warehouse district data trail. You've tracked data stream from one of Shahid's computers to a warehouse in Taipei. That's right, because I killed Shahid. Satellite images suggest the building is abandoned, but the power grid readouts indicate something there is drawing a lot of power, maybe related to the assassination plot. Surveillance firearm program. Okay. Oh, that's really useful. Basically, I just need money. So, in case you don't remember, we've uncovered a plot to assassinate the Taiwanese president who's being slightly belligerent.
G22? What are they doing here?
Uh-huh.
Alright, I'm in. Mina, do you copy? Great. Signal's jammed. Looks like I'm on my own.
This was the other reason that I wanted to come to Taipei, then go to Moscow and meet Albatross, because Sorry about that. Because now I've met G22, so it just makes this a little bit more interesting. As opposed to doing it and then meeting G22 in Moscow and being like, hey, about Taipei. But you can do it either way.
Investigating.
Yes. So he's coming through here. What? No, it'd be under Intel, wouldn't it? Faction. Yeah. It's not known if, if G22 refers to the organization itself or is simply a cell or set of cells within it. G22 is believed to be composed of former soldiers and intelligence operatives, which suggests the organization is familiar. Here you go. Yeah, one of the incarnations of Alpha Protocol was called G19. So these guys are basically a private Alpha Protocol.
A network hub. That must be what's drawing all that power.
Lots of money. Uh-huh.
Investigating.
Nobody notices bodies apparently in this game.
What's that? Checking something out.
Okay.
Damn, the signal's not getting through. Must be a jammer somewhere. I'll have to bypass it.
Okay, got some more information about CIS. That's pretty cool. What? Because that door opens once I've bugged the things, right?
What's that?
Can't see it. Oh, damn it, I just saw it. No. Oh, there it is. Damn it. There. Damn it. It's cheating. What are you gonna do?
Investigating.
Damn, signal's not getting through. Must be a jammer somewhere. I'll have to bypass it.
I'll figure something out.
All right.
What's that? What's that?
Yep. I don't see how I can do this with my current skill set.
That's it. Locating target.
I could have done that way better.
Triggering something out.
Damn it.
Investigating.
I thought there was one for Scarlet in here. On the job, Scarlet changes moods on the fly to get access to the shots she needs, alternately becoming vibrant, cheerful, and charming. Sounds like us. There was more, but I tapped out of it.
Now that is one hell of a jamming device.
Engaging. What's that?
This is definitely what's blocking the transmission. Bypassing it will be tough, but blowing it up isn't exactly covert.
First one.
Transmission link-up's good. I'm gonna get out of here.
Cool. I don't think I've ever done that before. I want to see if I can try that a little bit better.
Heads up. Locating target. Investigating. Checking something out. What's that? What's that? Checking something out. Investigating.
It's tense.
Investigate.
Holy moly.
Target.
Let's go. Run for it.
Heard something.
Shoot. goddamn gate then. Oh. I'll do.
What the hell's up with my PDA? Uh-oh. Albatross. It's been a while since Moscow. Where's that little bodyguard of yours? Back in school? Or are you sending her after me right now?
Sis, it's none of your concern.
Oh, he doesn't
Maybe you
like
should
me.
let her speak for herself. Oh, wait. She has a problem with that, right? Probably because you're talking all the time.
That's enough. Why did you attack G22? Why were you at the warehouse?
What's it to you, Albatross? I was just checking a lead. The next thing I know, your glorified IT guys are crawling out of the woodwork.
You've placed monitoring software on our servers. You managed to infiltrate our system completely. You're very thorough.
I wasn't expecting to find G22 here, but they sure didn't make me feel welcome when I arrived. Now you want me to do you a favor, right?
Eavesdropping on our servers won't help you. I'm guessing you're looking for an Al-Samad and Halbech connection.
So you're working with both. I should have known.
We've been monitoring both Al-Samad and Halbech, but are affiliated with neither. I'm afraid you'll have to take me at my word, Agent Thornton.
I believe you. You've never struck me as a zealot or a capitalist.
You are correct. And that data in our servers, well, let's just say it would be of little use to you. Disable your monitoring software, and I will compensate you. I know why you're here. I can help you. Refuse, and you'll find you have few friends here in Taipei.
Well, I'm surprised you found all the programs. Guess I wasn't as careful as I thought. It took a while to place all of them.
Yes, the fifth was a tricky one, but by then, we knew what to look for.
I'll delete those security
planted sticks.
exploits. They were a little obvious without some sort of backup. In exchange for removing them, I could use your help. This operation is turning out to be larger than I expected.
Thank you, Mike. And as for your mission, let us say that G22 has no interest in seeing President Sung placed in jeopardy.
So, you have been eavesdropping on Al-Samad and Halbech.
Yes, Halbech underestimated Shahid. The man was no fool. But even G22 hasn't been able to determine how Halbech intends to pull off the assassination, or who the assassin is.
I'd rather not wait until Sung is shot to find out. That help you mentioned.
G22 will be in contact, Mike. And thank you.
The warehouse turned out to be an isolated G22 cell. The cell was guarding a shadow network hub that collected and stored data from other intelligence agencies for G22's use. As to whether or not the warehouse cell was in direct contact with other G22 cells before Agent Thornton's arrival is unknown. Was detected, yeah, they'll likely shut the network down soon. But. Yep, cool. Information recovered from the shadow bugs indicates details of the assassination plot will be delivered at the Qingmei subway station, lacking a means to locate the courier within the station. Agent Thornton cannot apprehend the courier and acquire the plans without further evidence. But most importantly, I got money.
You'll never guess who I just got a call from.
Who?
Albatross.
Albatross? I didn't know G22 had a presence in Taipei.
Yeah, it was a shock for me too.
I'm guessing he didn't call to chat. What did he want?
He wanted my bugs shut down. He was good. He found all 5 bugs in just a couple of hours.
All 5?
I planted 6.
Very devious, Mr. Thornton.
Well, I have my moments. So, what do we got?
This is a gold mine, Mike. Major players operating in Taipei, political and economic trends, activist groups. It's going to take a while to sort through all this.
Start with anything relevant to the assassination.
It looks like the network was part of the shadow net G22 uses to monitor global intelligence services. I ran a search for the keywords Ronald Sung and assassination, and got a hit.
Anything we can run with?
I've got an email intercept indicating that the assassin will be receiving the details of the assignment tomorrow night at the subway station on the Xingmei line.
That's it? Nothing about who the assassin is or who's giving the handoff?
That's all the search came back with. Sorry, Mike. Looks like we'll need to gather some more evidence.
Anything else I might find useful?
I'm still downloading, but I'm going to say yes. That network has terabytes worth of data. I'll keep you updated via email as I sort through all this.
Sounds good. I'll be in touch when I'm ready to move forward.
Take care, Mike.
Alright. Yep. And I'll take that Shadow Operative. Actually, maybe I should take some pistols. Chain shot. Be useful. Okay. Okay, well, we got lots of money. Okay. Foreign elections fraud. Okay. Sell it on the black market. We can sell it back to Halbeck, or we could sell it to Scarlet. Let's sell it to Scarlet. I didn't get any money. We had new recruit join the agency, put him through the hazing rituals. He crapped himself on the firing range. Are you trying to flirt with me, Ms. Tang? I'm very busy, man. I have a world to save. Yay. Very important must read. Thornton, you need to read this. I got an email from my buddy who's infiltrated the Federal Reserve, and he's told me about how the government is making a land grab of untold epic proportions. We're talking shitstorm of what. I've been playing this thing for years. If you don't believe me, tell me why Andrew Jackson was almost killed by an assassin who attempted to kill Jackson with a pair of pistols at close range when Jackson tried to stop the centralized banking institution, just like Garfield and just like McKinley were assassinated. The classic Zionist and Jesuits, assassin tactic to silence those who would oppose the one bank, one government, one regime plan that is responsible for the current land grab, which is happening right now thanks to deregulation in the early 90s that allowed the banks to capitalize beyond the 12-to-1 ratio and issue mortgages to people who can't truly afford them. It was all planned to fail because everyone who helped pass those laws wanted it to fail, so the buyers would default on their mortgages and real property would end up owned by the bank for free. Breathe. Free because the money they lent to the people to buy those houses was made by the Federal Reserve that can print money whenever they feel like it, so that they can basically print money, hand this printed money to a bank, the bank hands it to you in exchange for your land and houses collateral, so they make the banks fail. Even though they don't fail, they just get absorbed by other banks that are really one bank in the first place, and in different companies. This is an illusion, and your house becomes worth less than the loan, which is fake printed money, and they end up giving all your land to the bank, and they're now buying up all the land in America for free. Heck. Remember, this is coming just after the subprime crisis, so, you know. Holy crap, Stephen, we're through the looking glass. It goes deeper than that. The men in charge of the banking system wanted to deny 4 or opposite corner days. The Earth indicates one entity or singularity, but the Earth is not an entity, for the half of the Earth seen from space cannot exist without the opposite half not seen. Evil God believers refuse to acknowledge 4 corner days rotating simultaneously around the 4 quadrant created Earth in only one rotation. Time cube jokes. We love time cube jokes. Incentive, I can think of something, but why rather right now there's not much in it unless you find something juicing to share. Don't read into that or you'll be at risk for boring me further. I want to congratulate you for surviving this long. You're a scrappy agent. I see why Rescuers wanted you on the team. It's courtesy from one professional to another. Want to let you know I'm on the hunt for you. You're a proud man and I never pegged you for the kind of guy to surrender, but if you turn yourself in, I promise you I'll accept your white flag like a gentleman and take you in alive. Or you can keep running, in which case I will have to kill you. Nothing personal, my friend. Just business. Alright. Let's keep going here. Let's go to this slums for the triads. Actually, I might just take a quick break and go get a drink. Actually, what I'll do is I'll put the news on.
Pleasure cruisers on the Moscow River received a shock.
Yeah.
Summoned to the scene after bloodstains and signs of a violent struggle were detected on the boat's deck.
Talk about your ghost ship.
Ghost ship indeed. Police are dragging the river where the yacht was found, but no bodies have been located yet.
Spooky. Chinese government officials today announced that the People's Republic would issue sanctions against any nation recognizing Taiwan as an independent state.
The Chinese have always held the official position that Taiwan is merely a breakaway province. But with Taiwanese President Ronald Sung's calls for official separation from the mainland, Chinese officials are growing nervous.
When asked what form economic sanctions might take, the Chinese ambassador to the United States said, quote, "We will take all actions deemed necessary and appropriate to safeguard Chinese sovereignty." In fashion news, designer Robin Goulet's latest show in New York was greeted with surprisingly mixed reviews.
The focal point of the show was the controversial theme of ruined beauty. Models dressed in Goulet's latest designs would stroll to the end of the runway, where they were actually drenched in real pig blood.
Well, many did find it outrageous, some less so. Fans of the designer called it a, quote, "new and breathtaking twist in fashion," while critics called it, quote, "gaudy, overblown, and completely gross." And various animal rights groups picketed the show, claiming it was, quote, "disrespectful to the suffering of fellow creatures."
In response to these protests, Goulet labeled the protesters as stupid dumbfaces who needed to get the F over themselves, end quote. Coalition forces report sporadic outbreaks of violence across the Middle East, believed to be part of a power struggle between rival terrorist organizations.
Army spokesman Colonel J. Robert Powers tells INN that a suspected Al-Samad terrorist training camp on the outskirts of Jisan was destroyed yesterday, allegedly in a daring daytime raid by members of the Al-Tair sect. Chinese government officials today announced that the People's Republic would issue sanctions against any nation recognizing Taiwan as an independent state.
The Chinese have always held the official position that Taiwan is merely a breakaway province. But with Taiwanese President Ronald Sung's calls for official separation from the mainland, Chinese officials are growing nervous.
When asked what form economic sanctions might take, the Chinese ambassador to the United States said, quote, "We will take all actions deemed necessary and appropriate to safeguard Chinese sovereignty." We've always known that kids enjoy candy, but what are some of the downsides to this link? A recent study by scientists at the American Medical Association has linked the consumption of sugar to hyperactivity and inattentiveness in kids, especially when combined with an empty stomach.
Apparently, after normal, healthy children are given a great deal of sugar, their bodies release vast quantities of the hormone adrenaline, which turns even the calmest child into an uncontrollable hellion. According to one researcher, we gave them a bag of candy bars, and then in like a half hour they were running around being crazy, end quote.
Researchers managing the study recommended parents attempt to reduce their child's sugar intake, or at least balance it with other snacks containing fat and carbohydrates, like chips and
Okay,
pretzels,
so
right?
my ears are
Yes, Melissa,
hurting,
that
so
would probably work. But parents should remain
forgive
aware of the
me
dangers that sugar poses to their children
while
and their families.
Well, that's
listen
certainly
with the
food for
speakers
thought.
on. So you might get a slight echo from the game
Devastating
audio.
attack on a U.S. base in Tehran has left
Oh,
several
hold on.
Marines
Turn on the game capture. Cool.
killed 20 soldiers and left
Alright.
over 30 injured. U.S.
So-
military sources say that the weapons used in the attack are more advanced
actually
than they are used to
might
seeing, and that they suspect the munitions were supplied by a
change
major
to-
arms dealer.
Upgrade our gun. Yeah, that one's just better than everything. So, Hongsha's organization has had some defectors. Some of his subordinates have decided to break off from his organization and form their own. They're currently holed up in a rundown section of Taipei, and he's asked that they be punished for killing his right-hand man. Pay to trader to open an alternate path with points of interest on your map. Receive a dossier on triads, and we got a map. Let's go.
Senator Darcy had no...
Okay, I'm not far from the market, near the slums.
I'm picking up some activity near your position. I don't think Hongsha gave us the whole story.
The head of an organized crime syndicate not telling the truth? Gee, that's a stretch.
Stretch or not, it looks like you're going to see some heavier resistance up ahead.
Sure. So difficult. Money.
Shut up! I heard something.
Hello.
Interesting.
What is?
I just found a 10-page list of Triad members.
How does that help us?
I think it may be a list of all the defectors.
You said 10 pages? How many defectors are there?
A hell of a lot more than Hong Shi told us about.
You better watch yourself, Mike. There's no telling what else he forgot to tell us about.
My thoughts exactly.
Yeah. Sure that he's very believable. Look at the map. Oh wait, no, that was right. Yeah, those two computers. That. Come on. Oh, actually, you know what I can do? pal.
I swear I see something. Guys, go back. Come on. Whoever you are. Huh? I'm going to find you. Huh? There you go. Down!
It lacks elegance, but it gets the job done.
Oh man, I don't believe this. Our friendly neighborhood triads have been dealing with Al Samad.
You're kidding. Why would they be working together? Any details of the arrangement?
No, just some ledgers detailing various transactions.
Interesting.
This can't be good.
Wait, there's a note attached to one of the ledgers.
Come on.
Apparently these defectors weren't happy with the arrangement, but money had nothing to do with it.
All right, Mike. Keep
Huh?
looking. There has to be more to this.
Down.
Okay. Down here. Aha. Information on the triads. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Hello.
hear what's happening to Yi Huang? He started telling God to me today.
Now that was a work of art.
I found controls for the sluice gates. Should provide for an interesting approach. Well, it's official. Red lion my ass. More like red liar. I hope you're sitting down for this.
That's one of the benefits of a desk job.
According to this series of emails, the defectors aren't the one who killed Hong Shi's second in command. The big man did it himself.
Why would he do that?
The guy had the audacity to openly speak out against the gang's affiliation with Al Samad. Hong Shi decided to make an example of him. He wasn't pretty. There were needle-nosed pliers involved.
That's quite an example.
I'll upload the intel to you. This might be useful later.
Got it.
Auto-turret's not auto-turreting.
The lieutenants.
Good work. Head back to the safe house. I'll arrange a meeting for you with Hong Shi's people.
I'm on my
be there in less than a minute. You better find a good defensive position.
Good thinking.
It looks like they'll be coming in from the loading dock, directly opposite the door you entered from.
Looks like they already had a turret covering that entrance. That might be just the thing to welcome them.
Alright, so we eliminated the 3 lieutenants. Found the evidence. We found they were associated with Al Samad. Cool. Let's see how we can play this. This will be interesting.
Mr. Thornton, you return. The television is already humming with talk of your assault on the slums.
Oh, it's all wrapped up, but there's a few things you didn't tell me. And I'm guessing you didn't tell your subordinates either.
What exactly are you talking about, Mr. Thornton?
I'm talking about why your men defected. It wasn't a business dispute. Don't you think your men have the right to know that?
I do not take kindly to blackmail, Mr. Thornton. Take care. You will lose a powerful ally if you follow this road with me. Tell me, what is your silence worth?
I think you know more about the major players in Taipei than you let on. Give me everything you have.
Very well, Mr. Thornton. Now, may we return to the business at hand?
Shahid was sending you large sums of money. What was it for?
A man in my position has access to certain materials, Mr. Thornton. Materials that a man in Shahid's position finds very valuable. We had a long-standing business arrangement.
You've already got the international smuggling contacts. You could secure shipments to just about anywhere an Al Samad cell operates.
Very astute, Mr. Thornton. You would do very well in this business. I did not sell weapons to Shahid directly. I was merely a facilitator.
And how does that put you in a position to know about an attempt on Sung's life?
I'm willing to provide my information, not my sources.
Fair enough. Let's see it.
As promised, Mr. Thornton. Here is all the information I have regarding this unfortunate business with
No,
Mr.
we gotta be
Sung.
professional here.
A pleasure doing business with you.
And with you, Mr. Thornton. Oh, there is one other thing. Beware of the man called Oman Dang.
Woman Dang? Who's he?
I'm afraid no one really knows. He is a powerful man in Taipei, and I have heard his name mentioned along with the rumors of this assassination.
I'll keep my ears open. Thanks.
I expect you to maintain your silence on the matter of my family problems. Do not contact me again. I have given you all the help I'm inclined to offer, Mr. Thornton.
Don't worry. You won't see me again.
This gave him further valuable resources and cuts off further relations with Honsha and the wider. Okay.
I'm sending you the data I got from Hong Shi now.
Receiving. Got it.
Anything?
According to this, the White Oak Mountain Triad was approached to provide security for a diplomatic exchange at a subway station on the Xingmei line tomorrow night.
Nobody hires Triad gangsters to provide security for a diplomatic exchange. Any hint what was really going on?
Hong Shi's lieutenants dug into the guy's background. Turns out, he was an NSB deep cover operative. After some persuasion, he let slip that he was working undercover to foil a major political assassination.
Persuasion. Do I want to know?
You really don't.
That's not a lot of new information.
It's something. Maybe if we can find a way to tap into the NSB's computers, we can narrow the search a little more.
I know just the guy to talk to about that. Hopefully he's not as crazy as he seems.
Stephen Heck? I'm not sure you can trust him.
Well, neither am I, but he did offer to help me get access to the NSB's archives. I'll be in touch when I have more news.
Okay. Good luck, Mike.
Level up. Change shot. Let's take that one. I might switch over to Rome for a bit. Sorry, just give me 2 seconds. I want to just clear this. So I've just got to report a bot. There we go. And blocked. You love to see it. Okay. All right, let's go. Yes. Yeah, let's check out Rome. We've not been to Rome in this game.
Getting situated?
Nice place. I kind of hope this operation lasts a while. I could get used to this. Alright, what do we got?
From the information Shahid gave us, it's not clear what the link is between Halbech and Al-Samad in Rome. But it does list the local Al-Samad cell leader, a Jibril al-Bara. But...
You know, you have this really cute way of broadcasting trouble with your tone.
It's part of my charm.
What's the problem?
There's a CIA listening post here in Rome, and it's pretty well staffed. They're definitely running a search on you. Huh. And Al-Samad, it looks like.
What's their chance of tracking us down?
I don't know. You could try to stay below the radar, but that doesn't really seem to be your strong suit.
Any chance of keeping an eye on them, or bugging the system, tapping into their network?
It's possible, but you'd need to slip in there without being detected.
So we'll have to be extra covert when carrying out this covert op, which will make finding the Al-Samad cell even harder.
There may be another way to get information we need on Al-Samad and Halbech. It looks like there's an NSA Echelon listening post in Rome. You might be able to access that and use their database to do our hunting for us. It looks like it's in a gelato shop.
You've got to be kidding me.
Stranger things have happened.
So those are my options? Disarm the listening post, tap into the NSA computer, or make a straight run for Al-Bara? What about Halbech? What's their tie here?
There's nothing about it in Shahid's records. So I did a check of Halbech employees and ex-employees in Rome. One recent arrival came to the top that I think is worth looking into. Conrad Marburg.
What do you have on him?
Not much. He seems to avoid the spotlight. He's not showing up on many sites or search results.
Alright, so what's Marburg's tie to Halbeck?
He doesn't have one, at least as of a year ago. He was actually chief of security, but then apparently transferred to working as a contractor for the Veteran Combat Initiative.
They're mercenaries. Ex-American military, right?
Right. They're not too discriminating about the contract as long as a firefight is involved.
Alright. You got a picture of Marburg?
Sending it to your screen now. His dossier doesn't have much on him, and some of the early details seem sketchy to me. Mike, what's wrong?
Something tells me Marburg's our real problem. But let's figure out the Al-Samad connection first. They're a little more knee-jerk than Halbeck.
I agree. Without Shaheed to rein them in, who knows what the individual cells will do while they're resolving their power struggle. We need to find Jabril Al-Bara.
My thoughts exactly. But I'm worried there's already a plan in motion.
All right. We even got a little terrace. Oh, the hot tub, nice. Alrighty. Where's my computer?
Oh, great. Picture of Darcy. He wrote, Mike and Sean, fuck yeah! With 3 exclamation points.
Oh, here it is. Open up clearinghouse. What do we got? Alright, let's see if we can do this. So I want to do it very stealthily. Acquired a dossier write-up of CIA agents whom you're likely to face on your mission. Former CIA agent provided you with security information will make breaking into the security networks much easier. I may want to quit this and do it later.
I'm in. Seems pretty quiet.
It is a listening post. The CIA's upstairs, and they probably have a guard in the lobby, so keep an eye out.
Will do. Going to take a quick look around.
Mike, careful. They probably have a guard in the lobby.
I can hear him. He must be right outside. No way am I getting past him without him spotting me.
Huh.
Cable's cut.
Huh? What do you mean static? All right, check downstairs. Probably blew another fuse. What am I, the fucking electrician? Need a flashlight.
Mike, it looks like the third floor camera is being run by a dummy console on the second floor. If you can find it, you can loop the feed and sneak past.
accessing the database and downloading the software.
All right. Receiving. We're good.
Listening in on the listening post. Gotta love this job.
What are you doing?
Control room's locked from the inside.
No other entrances I can see. Looks like the only way to get it to open is to get them to open it.
I'll think of something.
Cool.
Looks like an air conditioning duct. Too small to fit. This ought to do the trick.
What are you doing? Mike, don't kill them. There's got to be another way.
Just giving them a scare. A little something I learned in third period science.
What the hell?
Fuck this shit!
Because I can't remember if I'm allowed to knock them unconscious or not. Which is why I dropped that save. Rogue is operating in Taiwan. Rabid asset operating in our sector. Contact is verified to be a Digmol. The spy is working for, blah 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 blah. So go back to the mission. It's operating in. Hoping this gets me the win. I'm hoping. Cool. No negatives. We're all good.
Mike, I've just detected a source within the VCI branch office doing a search for your profile. Although they've got the height wrong.
Why are they doing a search now? They already found me.
It looks like the analyst isn't doing it on company time. I have the workstation called up. It's using the workstation Parker used while he was undercover as a Halbeck contractor.
What?
The ID on the badge used to access the office is a Madison St. James.
What's her role at the company?
A full background check may take some time, but from skimming her dossier, she looks like a new employee.
Got a picture?
Calling it up now. She's pretty. Recognize her?
No, I think I'd remember. But if she's tied to Marburg, I think we've got a way to get to him after all.
Cool. So I got a perk there. When you encountered CIA operatives in Rome, you made sure to use non-lethal force when subduing them. Cool.
I think I just got salmonella by looking at this place.
Gotta keep the public from dropping in for a cone.
Good point. I'd say their cover is working beautifully.
Okay. You'll need to come up with a good reason to be here. Looks like they're scheduled for server maintenance and security upgrades this month. That might get you in.
We're all professional agents. I'm sure we can come to an agreement.
I hope so. Remember, if the post is compromised, they'll shut it down, and we'll lose our access. You'll also need to give the correct handshake code to identify yourself as an agent.
Secret handshakes? What are we, the Shriners?
It's a specific passphrase that rotates on a monthly basis. You give the correct phrase, they give the correct response, and you both know everything's on the level.
So what's the code?
Tell them that the Adirondacks are beautiful this time of year. They should respond with, yes, but the Alps are lovely all year long.
Got it. Let's see if anybody's home.
Patience.
Can I help you?
Hi, Jim Cummings.
I'm here to fix the computers.
We don't have a problem with the computer.
I hear the Adirondacks are beautiful this time of year.
I don't like the mountains. And you're here to fix the computers?
He didn't give the response phrase. Something's wrong.
Yeah. Say, about those Adirondacks.
I told you I don't like mountains. Come on. I'll show you the computers.
That's not the response phrase. Stay on guard, Mike. If my code is out of date, they might suspect you're not on the level.
So, my friend, what do you need?
Nothing serious. Just here to upgrade your security systems.
Oh, okay, you got it. So, no more computer troubles, eh?
You should be all set. Fort Meade can rest easy now.
Hey, my friend. Gone to go?
That's such a weird level. Oh, new email. Stuff on Marburg. Contact of mine, put a clearinghouse. Cool. Oh. Interesting. Would you like some information regarding a Moscow tunnel collapse? Oh, yeah. Information on Henry Leland. Yay! Mina likes me because I didn't kill anybody. This election fraud, it was all still a rage with rich white guys. Found some information I found on Halbeck, the director of projects, had a hand in manipulating a Taiwanese election. She's like, oh, thank you, that was very useful. I'm trying to vote. I'm doing an excellent job of it if I don't say so myself. I know you worked at the facility for all 5 minutes, but did you ever get login credentials for a DV server? Quite. So, let's go back to Moscow. Actually, no, let's do this one. No, let's go to Moscow. Jibril El-Barra can wait.
Pleasure cruisers on the Moscow River received a shock this morning when they discovered an empty yacht floating unattended on the river. Muscovite police were summoned to the scene after.
So we want to do this one, which is the weapon shipments. Dead drop, stuff on the VCI. Interesting. Friend who owes me a favor, I'm sure you can help store around the circuits. Oh, we got more on the DV server. Server in question is permanently unplugged from the rest of the network and the drives hidden in a messy pile of cables and junked computer components. Interesting.
Designer Robin Goulet's latest show in New York was greeted with surprisingly mixed reviews.
Oh, I don't need a radio mimic, I need a first aid kit.
Across the Middle East.
Government officials today announced that the People's Republic would issue sanctions.
Yes. That looks pretty good.
Kids enjoy candy, but what are some of the downsides to this link? A recent study by scientists at the American Medical Association.
Oh, no. Yeah, that one. Okay, Halbeck's prototype missiles are being moved through Leningradsky Station on the cargo train Buran. Find the train, search clues for it. Okay.
Into an uncontrollable heli.
Must be a small army out there.
Come out, or I'll shoot through those boxes you're crouching behind.
Ah, her hair's clipping through her
Want that?
forehead again.
Ah, American. CIA. I am surprised I did not hear you in Moscow.
I'm on vacation.
So you come here for the scenery? Or are you here to catch a train, darling?
Let's ditch the interrogation. You're here for the missiles, so let's not play games.
Darling, I do not play games. And apparently neither do you. But we should talk. I do not want to shoot you, as I only have so many bullets.
Could have fooled me.
I propose a deal. I am here for the same reason you are, to find this Halbeck train. We work together, we both get what we want.
Stay out of my way, and we'll get along fine.
I accept your terms. Do not harm my men, and they will not fire on you. Is it a deal?
Well, considering you have the drop on me, then it sounds like a deal. For now.
That is good. Because I think we have company.
Who are the guys in the tracksuits?
No idea. They may be guarding the shipment.
So that's Z. So what can we read about Z? Not much is known of the operative Z, other than her status as an ex-Stasi agent and a long list of conflicts in which she was spotted. So the Stasi were state security; they were spies. Which is interesting.
Looks like
That he's
I've
kind
walked
of a
into the middle of a
commander.
turf war.
Hope you're not planning on getting involved.
May not have much choice.
Just remember why you're here, Mike.
Wait, why am I shooting with tranks?
Watch out, Mike. I'm picking up movement on that water tower.
Great. Snipers on the tower. discovered where the weapons are going.
Upload the data. I'll pass it along to the authorities.
Just avoid the snipers, I guess. Okay, I've got more information on Z. Nice.
Someone's here. Come out now.
Oh, I remember where the sniper rifle is now. Timing. This is where the sniper rifle is. Oh no! I already done had hers. I just want to see if they stay red. This will be interesting. And the real question is, will they go back to blue? They're looking, trying to find me. They can't see me, you're going down there. This guy's still trained on me. He can't see me. You're coming back up the top.
We are armed.
I'm just curious.
That's what you get for playing on the tracks.
Ooh, he got mushed. No. And then he gone done disappeared.
Walked into a toy store. It's like the shipment's ready to go to its client.
We're not going to have time to work. It'd be safer to destroy them. According to the station layouts, there should be a storage room across the tracks.
Found the shipping manifests, but no mention of the missiles. Weapons, a lot of them, are coming through this train yard, but not the ones we're looking for.
All right, get out of there then. It still could help us.
Be right there. Just need to change the destination address.
Send it to Grigori.
Actually, I'll
Grigori,
ship
he
it to
did a
Grigori.
solid.
He'll appreciate the present.
Mike, we don't have time. Never mind.
You better appreciate this, Grigori. So much for getting out of here the easy way. That must be Dimitri.
Woof.
Michael, I did not realize you knew how to kill so well.
I don't like to brag.
And so polite. Maybe I should keep a more careful eye on you.
Look all you want, but tell me what you're doing here first. You're mercenaries. Who's your employer?
Michael, I am not one to kiss and tell.
Fine. I'll find out eventually.
Yes, especially if we were to keep working together. We could make our trip to Moscow a quick one and efficient.
You're kidding.
It is not marriage I am proposing, Michael. But is the thought so unappealing? I am hurt. I will be in touch, Michael. I think we will have much to discuss, you and
I won't promise I'll listen.
I would wait until you hear my offer first, but it will not be long, I promise.
Okay. Intelligence indicates that Halbech's prototype missiles are being moved through Leningrad's station. In Moscow on the cargo train Buran. I need to sneeze. Sorry about that. Shortly after arrival, Agent Thornton encountered a mercenary Z, engaged in a firefight with guards at the station. According to reports, she'd been hired by the VCI. Agreeing to an alliance to defeat the remaining guards, Agent Thornton agreed to side with Z temporarily. Making his way through Leningradsky, Agent Thornton encountered VCI guards and VCI soldiers. I used a crane to smash through the train yard, citing as a necessary gesture to reach the Buran. I've got a payment coming from Grigori. I took out Dmitri, whoever that was, and apparently I'm going to have a weakened mob presence in some missions. That'll be good. And we've got a potential contact and future handler for future missions, which is all good there. I think I'm going to have to start building up my pistols. Oh, hello. I got a ceremonial sword.
I appreciate the gesture, but Hong sure could have gotten me a real sword.
Huh. That's cool.
In Moscow today, authorities are baffled by the aftermath of a shootout.
It's signed Good Times, Stephen Heck.
Several dead and an estimated $500,000 in property damage.
The identities of the victims have not yet been released, but according to an unnamed source within the investigation, several of the deceased were armed with military-grade weaponry and body armor. No word yet as to whether these men were associated with any foreign government or were acting.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we live in a hellscape. MI6 agents. Okay, MI6 thinks that something's iffy. Z, yes. Tell Halbeck I've been naughty and need a spanking. Boo, she only likes me. Mr. Thornton, I trust I have you to thank for the shipment of weapons sent my way. There's a great deal of second-tier weapons in this shipment. Nothing an operative yourself would be interested in, but if you're hell-bent on arming terrorists or gangsters, this would make a handsome armory. I'm sure I'll be able to battle these two gangsters and malcontents that wouldn't know a quality firearm if it was used to kill them. Cool. Cool. I just need some water. Oh yeah, cool.
Russia's Prime Minister has announced that new legislation will be enacted early next year to tighten security at Russia's borders.
Looks like the Iron Curtain may be coming.
I know the next one we have is an Alpha Protocol mission, so let's switch. Let's go back to Rome.
Latest show in
Because those ones are like big plot points. So this was the Albara. Required. Cool. Another boy who needs a woman to beat him? Bah, you men with mummy issues are all the same. And here I was thinking I would sell them the drugs and have the guns be the promotional bonus. If you ever get bored of killing people without government oversight, you should consider black marketeering. It's got good crossover with your current skill set. Thanks for making me laugh. On a serious note, I think I have some buyers in Afghanistan for the weapons. Deal goes well, I'll send you a bonus. Actually, I should probably check my... information on Albara. Yeah, I think I'll get the extra level of Shadow Operative actually. Let's have a look at this Albara guy. This guy's apparently the... Okay. Jibril Albara, Gabriel the Innocent. He's private. Apparently social though, which is interesting. Safe housing residents have employed an extensive security system. He's a socialite. Hobnobs with people in Europe and beyond. Apparently they're at odds with one another. Okay. Alright, let's do it.
You in place?
Yep. Got a good view of the estate where this meeting is supposed to take place. What now?
Albara's our target. He's supposed to be here tonight.
Well, glad I brought this rifle. But what's the deal with the scope?
It can transmit images to me in real time. Aim at someone, and I'll run their picture through the database. See if we get a match. The longer you focus on a target, the quicker I can make an ID. The ID is all I need.
And if the target's a scumbag, I take him out?
That's your call. If you decide to shoot, just make sure you don't do it if the target's inside of a camera or another person. We don't know who Albara's meeting, so taking anyone else out may have repercussions, depending on who their friends are. Roman artist. Made a name for himself last year with a controversial exhibit in Paris. Some local juvenile offenses, but otherwise he's clean. Not our target. Owns a sports car dealership in Naples. Does a lot of international business, but no criminal record. Not our guy.
Amadeo Castini.
A nobody.
Looks like the guards are clear. Moving up to the next position. position.
All right, let's begin.
All right.
Well, she's a little underdressed.
Definitely a cold night from the looks of it.
All right, Mike.
Michelle Costa.
We have a TV back at the safe house. A Spanish celebrity talk show host. He's a
Jorge
known meth user,
Villalobos.
but nothing related to financing terrorists or arms smuggling. Security guard. He's clean.
Gilbert Janssen.
Private security. Ex-special forces. Not our man. But definitely a professional. He planned and led the assault that took back the hijacked British jet last year.
I remember reading about that. Should I get an autograph for him?
No. I work for the infamous Mike Thornton. Compared to you, he's small time.
Elmo Garibaldi.
Dutch flower baron. He's suspected of dipping into the drug trade. But that's all I've got. Nothing really incriminating.
I'm in position overlooking the chateau. A lot of guests tonight.
I see. Mike, be very...
Careful, I know. I don't want a mob after me before we have time.
He's a cop in Rome. Must be moonlighting as a bodyguard for one of these guys.
Abu Isa Morcos.
An American novelist. He's got a bestseller right now on corporate involvement in the Middle East.
Is it any good?
I'm waiting for the movie. Anyway, nothing on him.
Fausto Paci.
Immigrated to France from the West Bank about 10 years ago and serves on the board of directors for the Christian Islamic Confederation. He's practically a saint. Keep looking.
Michael Rossi. Oh, hello. Who are you?
That's Albara. That's him.
Take him out.
Hold on. A lot of State Department and Interpol records. State Department says he's dirty. Interpol says his finances are legitimate, though. And
Mina, do I take him out?
none of these State Department records are sourced. I can't tell where they came from, or when. Best I can tell, their intel was added to his sheet a few months before you left for Saudi Arabia.
He's a member of Al Samad, right?
I don't know. I'd say yes. But I might be wrong. You can take him out, or we can abort. It's up to you.
I'm gonna abort.
I'm aborting the mission.
All right, Mike.
Too sus.
What's that beeping noise?
An important email message has arrived. So if I check. Jibril is a confirmed cell leader of Al Samad. While his sympathies clearly lie with the terrorist organization, the State Department is implicated in him in various financial corruption scandals, but this information doesn't match Interpol's financial records on Albara. Strangely, the State Department's evidence was added to Albara's file a few months before Operation Desert Spear was set in motion to deal with Shahid. It feels dodgy. heads up. Someone's been running a lot of web searches in keywords Mike Thornton and Michael Thornton in Milan area. Whoever's doing it did it through a Halbeck Milan office computer, and they used a public terminal, so it can't trace it back to a particular end user. If you stalk a man with political and criminal connections, kill him before he uses his contacts to track you down. I know that you were lurking outside the shadow, but I don't know why. Consider my interest piqued. I refuse to let you intimidate me. Let's meet face to face. If you have the guts to kill me in broad daylight, meet me at the Cafe Triunfo, Jibril Albara. Professor Albara, if you want to meet, so be it. I have questions about the events here in Rome, and I suspect you have some answers. Alright. Oh, we've got intel on the store. Sorry, give me a minute. Okay. Yep, let's go. Alrighty.
No sign of Albara yet.
Maybe he stood you up.
I've never been stood up in my life.
Someone has a high opinion of themselves.
I'm just stating the facts. Sorry, that's...
Switch off your transmitter. If you reach for your gun, one of my men will put a bullet in your skull.
Transmitter's off. I don't plan on reaching for my gun unless you make it necessary.
Once I have the information I need, I plan to leave. You will not be harmed. Perhaps you thought you could enter Rome under the radar. You almost did. But you broadcast your location. Eventually.
I had to. You were my last lead. I'm here to find out what Halbeck is doing in Rome and their ties to Al-Samad.
And what led you to believe that Halbeck has any interests in Rome or Al-Samad?
Are you denying that either one is true?
I do not believe you would have come here without evidence.
And what makes you think that?
You aren't here in an official capacity. You are operating under Alpha Protocol.
Interesting. Considering the program's secret, I would have expected you to say traitor, unless you have insider knowledge.
If you think you're the first to be abandoned by your government, you would be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You are Michael Thornton. Straight out of Langley. Perhaps they felt the Untouchables approach would benefit them.
Time for some obnoxious dated shaky cam. How's the agent life going? Good. We just meet up with Jim Cummings, and he's telling us to be prepared.
I'm an operative now. After Saudi, I had to change my 5-year plan. I'm guessing you're here to confirm the file you have on me. Anything else you need to check?
Reports place you as someone loyal to your country and who believes in carrying their missions through.
Is that so odd?
In today's day and age, yes. But not to me. And you were the one who crossed paths with a German mercenary in Moscow. Z.
I get around. And she was a little insistent we get together.
I am not surprised. She is a mercenary, but hardly professional. Or discreet, it seems.
Have you two had dealings before?
Contract disputes only.
So you know a great deal about me, and I know who you are. You're Leyland's right-hand man, his lackey, toady, henchman. And you wear those gloves to keep the blood off your hands. I've read your dossier. You've lived a full life. Kuwait, South Africa, that oil refinery explosion in Moscow. It's like a concert tour with you.
Yes. You, on the other hand, have managed to enter Rome quietly. I didn't know you were here until an hour ago.
Yes!
You're skilled at keeping a low profile. No murders, no public announcement. Very impressive.
Yes, we
What
did.
happened to Albara?
Dead, of course. Once you'd ID'd him, well, his use to me was at an end. In less than a day's time, you have already managed to cause me considerable inconvenience. Now, tell me what you're doing here.
I was tracking down a lead, and it looks like I've found it.
I see. So you thought all you had to do was wait and we would speak. Interesting.
What I don't understand, though, is why we're talking at all, unless keeping me alive is important for some reason.
I have orders, and I am a cautious person.
So am I, and I think we have room to negotiate.
No, I am not authorized to make deals. Besides, I believe you have nowhere to go for help. In that situation, it is a rare man who goes to his enemy's door. So, yes, this is a social call. A warning. You have proven yourself capable, but pursuing this course of action will not serve you any longer. Go underground, hide, but stay out of our way.
Or else what?
Or people you care about will start to die. We know you've been in contact with one of your fellow agents. That contact will die if you persist, and then we will kill you.
Those are your terms. Allow you
I
to
know you
carry out
mentioned
your
I
mission,
never
and I stay
noticed
out
the
of
shaky
way.
cam.
Yes.
You realize I would be betraying my country.
Yes. And that does not change my terms.
Trusted!
I
Did
understand
it.
your feelings, and I encourage you to set them aside.
So we're done here. I leave Rome, leave you to your plan, and that's it.
Yes. What you do next is up to you, but there are only two immediate choices. Leave, you live. Stay, you die.
You don't seem like the corporate stooge type. In fact, you seem like someone who doesn't take orders at all, especially from someone like Leyland.
Are you questioning my loyalty?
I am, but not in the way you think. I've read your dossier. From where I'm standing, it doesn't seem like Halbeck's any better than the governments that you've served with. In fact, they're like a government unto themselves, and if you think for a second that they give a rat's ass about their employees, then you're twice the fool. Do you seriously think
This
they
is
wouldn't
an
leave
edgy
you out to
play, and
dry
I'm
for
hoping
you?
I will get away with it.
Attention to
Ooh, a
detail.
triple
History
yes.
borders on obsessive. You may live through this after all. Leave Rome. If we see each other again, it will be the last time.
Oh, that was almost perfect. That was almost perfect. One thing was he didn't like that I flirted with Z, but apart from that, feels good. Marburg expressed admiration for Agent Thornton's ability to keep a low profile in Rome. That's why I was doing the missions that way. Thornton had been so covert, Marburg hadn't known he'd entered the city until recently. The connection between Marburg, the VCI, Halbeck, and Alcimar's presence is still unclear. Marburg threatened any further investigation attempts that would result in the... Marburg threatened that any further investigation attempts would result in the deaths of Agent Thornton and anyone allied with him. We haven't got that. Make sure you wear gloves and knowing this, and it'll be perfect. I can't change my clothes.
I confess, you slipped into Rome almost without us noticing. You were even more difficult to track after that.
Yes!
Between Halbeck and local authorities, the locals were the tough ones.
No matter. Mr. Marburg found you. That must have been a surprise, meeting up for lunch like that.
When we talked, he had a lot to say about Halbeck and some suggestions about my involvement with your corporation.
Really? I can rarely get 3 words from the man.
Well, feel free to have him threaten you whenever you get tired of listening to yourself.
I'd be curious to hear more, and your first impression of Mr. Marburg. What did you discuss?
Oh, we laughed, we cried, we had a grand old time. That Marburg, he could do a killer impression of you.
He described you as a man of your word. Patriotic, I believe, also came into the conversation. But Mr. Marburg was not always the best judge of character. Nor does he instill much loyalty in employees. Speaking of which, this woman entered the picture not long after your meeting with Marburg. She was in our office in Rome. Madison, I believe.
Yes.
I always wondered, did you ever regret getting her into this?
It wasn't my choice.
Oh, Mike. In the end, it was.
Mike, we may have a problem. The VCI employee I mentioned before, Madison, I think she's going to act.
What do you mean, now?
She's calling the operator and asking for you by name.
She can't be working for Marburg. Unless this is a trap. Who is she calling?
The city directory. And maybe the police next. If she does...
Can you intercept the call? Redirect it?
What? Why?
Because if she's an agent, we'll know soon enough. Do it.
Okay, let me patch her through. Operator?
Miss St. James?
Hello? Yes, is this the operator?
Operative, actually.
I'm sorry?
Never mind. Miss St. James, you were trying to reach a Michael Thornton. You're talking to him.
Oh, thank God. Mr. Thornton, please, you have to listen to me.
Already am, but go ahead.
I have reason to believe your life is in danger. I know it sounds crazy, but...
You don't say.
I don't want to discuss the details over the phone. This line may be tapped. She's a sharp one. But it's important I speak to you immediately. Is there someplace we can meet?
Of course. I'll send you the address of a local restaurant.
All right. I still have to hail a cab.
I'll have one sent to your cross streets.
Oh, okay.
I'll see you soon, Miss St. James.
Level up! Alright. Cool. Well, I mean, I guess we should do this mission then. Oh. What have we got? Get some VCI. Oh, it's an actual restaurant.
Thank you for meeting me, Mr. Thornton.
Let's discuss what you told me over the phone.
I know it sounds crazy. Where to begin?
Just start at the beginning. And don't edit yourself, just tell it.
I work for the Veteran Combat Initiative, VCI. They're a global military contractor. My boss, Mr. Marburg, I think he's involved in something illegal. So I checked it out, and your name came up several times in our database.
Well, I'm a popular guy. Maybe Marburg wanted to meet me.
It was cross-linked to several contracts within the VCI. Termination contracts.
Marburg must be jealous of my good looks. Do you have the contracts? That'd be valuable evidence.
Not on me, no.
That would have been too much to hope for, I suppose. No worries, we'll figure this out.
Mr. Thornton, I'm not sure what to do next. Go to the authorities? Is there someone I should notify, or...?
Madison, you did the right thing warning me, and I appreciate it. I probably shouldn't have accepted your call. I think that may make things worse for you.
For me? I think I was a little more worried about you.
And I appreciate it. I'll do whatever I can to protect you.
You need to look out for yourself first. Mike, Marburg is going to try and kill you. What are you going to do?
Miss St. James, you've only been employed by the VCI for a short time, and as Marburg's assistant, that's an important position, especially for a man of his influence.
Yes. I was abroad studying art history, but when it comes to paying the bills, I thought I would apply for an administrative assistant position. The language skills helped. VCI does a lot of work with foreign governments.
My point is, what you discovered is sensitive information. This could prove dangerous for you.
I know.
I need those files. Are they in the VCI branch office?
I don't know what you're looking for, but the VCI office in Rome isn't Marburg's personal office. He does most of his work off-site, or when he travels.
But he's here now, so where would he store the information while in Rome?
He has a villa. I've been there several times. If the files exist, I'm guessing they'd be there.
Along with Marburg.
Yes.
Give me the address. Can you get me in?
What?
Passcodes, details on the security system, anything would be helpful.
I can give you the address, but that other information...
Trust me, if you can get me into the mansion, I'll get the information, and then your boss goes away for good.
Mr. Thornton, Marburg is... I've never seen him angry, but everything about him... He's a dangerous man to cross.
I'll protect you. If he gets by me, then no one can protect you.
All right. Mr. Thornton, I trust you. If I can help you, I will. I can get you the address to the villa, and the names of the files you need to search for.
Then that's all I need. Come with me.
Alright. Oh, we got a perk. In an unusual coincidence, Marburg's EA, Madison St. James, learned of a contract taken out against Thornton's life by her superior, Conrad Marburg. Once she learned this, she attempted to contact the local authorities. Agent Thornton and Mina Tang intercepted the call. During the conversation with the subsequent meeting, Agent Thornton attempted to learn... attempted to learn Madison's motivation and involvement with Operation Deus Vault. Madison St. James provide the location of Marburg's villa in Rome. That seems to be the next logical place to look for further information on the plot. After meeting with Madison, Thornton brought her to his safe house in Rome to prevent Marburg from harming her and to keep an eye on her. Yep, that's her.
Anything on the news?
Good question. I'm just going to go and refill my water.
In Moscow today, authorities are baffled by the aftermath of a shootout at the Leningradsky train yard, which left several dead and an estimated $500,000 in profit.
We'll be back in a moment. Enjoy the news.
Property damage.
The identities of the victims have not yet been released, but according to an unnamed source within the investigation, several of the deceased were armed with military-grade weaponry and body armor. No word yet as to whether these men were associated with any foreign government or were acting independently.
In related news, Russia's Prime Minister has announced that new legislation will be enacted early next year to tighten security at Russia's borders.
Looks like the Iron Curtain may be coming down again, huh?
It certainly does.
In fashion news, designer Robin Goulet's latest show in New York was greeted with surprisingly mixed reviews.
The focal point of the show was the controversial theme of ruined beauty. Models dressed in Goulet's latest designs would stroll to the end of the runway, where they were actually drenched in real pig blood.
Well, many did find it outrageous, some less so. Fans of the designer called it a, quote, new and breathtaking twist in fashion, while critics called it, quote, gaudy, overblown, and completely gross. And various animal rights groups picketed the show, claiming it was, quote, disrespectful to the suffering of fellow creatures.
In response to these protests, Goulet labeled the protesters as stupid dumbfaces who needed to get the F over themselves, end quote. Pleasure cruisers on the Moscow River received a shock this morning when they discovered an empty yacht floating unattended on the river. Muscovite police were summoned to the scene after bloodstains and signs of a violent struggle were detected on the boat's deck.
Talk about your ghost ship.
Ghost ship indeed. Police are dragging the river where the yacht was found, but no bodies have been located yet.
Oof, spooky. We've always known that kids enjoy candy, but what are some of the downsides to this link? A recent study by scientists at the American Medical Association has linked the consumption of sugar to hyperactivity and inattentiveness in kids, especially when combined with an empty stomach.
Apparently, after normal, healthy children are given a great deal of sugar, their bodies release vast quantities of the hormone adrenaline, which turns even the calmest child into an uncontrollable hellion. According to one researcher, we gave them a bag of candy bars, and then in like a half hour they were running around being crazy, end quote.
Researchers managing the study recommended parents attempt to reduce their child's sugar intake, or at least balance it with other snacks containing fat and carbohydrates, like chips and pretzels, right?
Yes, Melissa, that would probably work. But parents should remain aware of the dangers that sugar poses to their children and their families.
Well, that's certainly food for thought.
Coalition forces report sporadic outbreaks of violence across the Middle East, believed to be part of a power struggle between rival terrorist organizations.
Army spokesman Colonel J. Robert Powers tells INN that a suspected Al-Samad terrorist training camp on the outskirts of Jisan was destroyed yesterday, allegedly in a daring daytime raid by members of the Al-Ta'ir sect.
Tragic news for dog lovers. The latest target of scammers are online puppy buyers, those seeking the comfort of canine companionship via the internet.
Many organizations have received complaints from buyers who have been taken in by multiple false claims, including the dreaded Nigerian pet scam, and lost hundreds of dollars.
Consumers have been asked not to trust any pictures of puppies they are sent. According to the Humane Society, just because you receive a picture from someone on the web does not necessarily mean that thing is real. Sobering news. A devastating attack on a U.S. base in Tehran has left several Marines dead. An early morning raid by members of an as-of-yet unidentified group killed 20 soldiers and left over 30 injured. U.S. military sources say that the weapons used in the attack were more advanced than they are used to seeing, and that they suspect the munitions were supplied by a major arms dealer. A new museum exhibit has caused chaos in the streets of Rome. The Roman Museum of Natural History opened up its Crusades exhibit earlier last week, prompting claims of religious intolerance by protesters who have crowded the downtown area and even threatened visitors. Officials for the museum defended the exhibit, claiming it was a critical examination of the time period based on historical evidence. Roman police have kept the scene under control, but fear a full-scale riot could break out if the numbers gathered outside the museum continue to increase. In Moscow today, authorities are baffled by the aftermath of a shootout at the Leningradsky train yard, which left several dead and an estimated $500,000 in property damage.
The identities of the victims have not yet been released, but according to an unnamed source within the investigation, several of the deceased were armed with military-grade weaponry and body armor. No word yet as to whether these men were associated with any foreign government or were acting independently.
In related news, Russia's prime minister has announced that new legislation will be enacted early next year to tighten security at Russia's borders.
Looks like the Iron Curtain may be coming down again, huh?
It certainly does.
In fashion news, designer Robin Goulet's latest show in New York was greeted with surprisingly mixed reviews.
The focal point of the show was the controversial theme of ruined beauty. Models dressed in Goulet's latest designs would stroll to the end of the runway, where they were actually drenched in real pig blood.
Well, many did find it outrageous, some less so. Fans of the designer called it a, quote, new and breathtaking twist in fashion, while critics called it, quote, gaudy, overblown, and completely gross. And various animal rights groups picketed the show, claiming it was, quote, disrespectful to the suffering of fellow creatures.
In response to these protests, Goulet labeled the protesters as stupid dumbfaces who needed to get the F over themselves, end quote. Pleasure cruisers on the Moscow River received a shock this morning when they discovered an empty yacht floating unattended on the river. Muscovite police were summoned to the scene after bloodstains and signs of a violent struggle were detected on the boat's deck.
Talk about your ghost ship.
Ghost ship indeed. Police are dragging the river where the yacht was found, but no bodies have been located yet.
Spooky. We've always known that kids enjoy candy, but what are some of the downsides to this link? A recent study by scientists of the American Medical Association has linked the consumption of sugar to hyperactivity and inattentiveness in kids, especially when combined with an empty stomach.
Apparently, after normal, healthy children are given a great deal of sugar, their bodies release vast quantities of the hormone adrenaline, which turns even the calmest child into an uncontrollable hellion. According to one researcher, we gave them a bag of candy bars, and then in like a half hour they were running around being crazy, end quote.
Researchers managing the study recommended parents attempt to reduce their child's sugar intake, or at least balance it with other snacks containing fat and carbohydrates, like chips and pretzels, right?
Yes, Melissa, that would probably work. But parents should remain aware of the dangers that sugar poses to their children and their families.
Well, that's certainly food for thought.
Coalition forces report sporadic outbreaks of violence across the Middle East, believed to be part of a power struggle between rival terrorist organizations.
Army spokesman Colonel J. Robert Powers tells INN that a suspected Al-Samad terrorist training camp on the outskirts of Jisan was destroyed yesterday, allegedly in a daring daytime raid by members of the Al-Ta'ir sect.
Tragic news for dog lovers. The latest target of scammers are online puppy buyers, those seeking the comfort of canine companionship via the internet.
Many organizations have received complaints from buyers who have been taken in by multiple false claims, including the dreaded Nigerian pet scam, and lost hundreds of dollars.
Consumers have been asked not to trust any pictures of puppies they are sent. According to the Humane Society, just because you receive a picture from someone on the web does not necessarily mean that thing is real. Sobering news. A devastating attack on a U.S. base in Tehran has left several Marines dead. An early morning raid by members of an as-of-yet unidentified group killed 20 soldiers and left over 30 injured. U.S. military sources say that the weapons used in the attack were more advanced than they are used to seeing, and that they suspect the munitions were supplied by a major arms dealer. A new museum exhibit has caused chaos in the streets of Rome. The Roman Museum of Natural History opened up its Crusades exhibit earlier last week, prompting claims of religious intolerance by protesters who have crowded the downtown area and even threatened visitors. Officials for the museum defended the exhibit, claiming it was a critical examination of the time period based on historical evidence. Roman police have kept the scene under control, but fear a full-scale riot could break out if the numbers gathered outside the museum continue to increase. In Moscow today, authorities are baffled by the aftermath of a shootout at the Leningradsky train yard, which left several dead and an estimated $500,000 in property damage.
The identities of the victims have not yet been released, but according to an unnamed source within the investigation, several of the deceased were armed with military-grade weaponry and body armor. No word yet as to whether these men were associated with any foreign government or were acting independently.
In related news, Russia's Prime Minister has announced that new legislation will be enacted early next year to tighten security at Russia's borders.
Looks like the Iron Curtain may be coming down again, huh?
It certainly does.
In fashion news, designer Robin Goulet's latest show in New York was greeted with surprisingly mixed reviews.
The focal point of the show was the controversial theme of ruined beauty. Models dressed in Goulet's latest designs would stroll to the end of the runway, where they were actually drenched in real pig blood.
Well, many did find it outrageous, some less so. Fans of the designer called it a, quote, new and breathtaking twist in fashion, while critics called it, quote, gaudy, overblown, and completely gross. And various animal rights groups picketed the show, claiming it was, quote, disrespectful to the suffering of fellow creatures.
In response to these protests,
okay.
Goulet labeled
Hello,
the protesters
I'm back.
as stupid,
I was
dumb
typing in
faces.
chat and sorry, that's me in the background. You can hear.
Shocked this
I was
morning when
watching
they
the
discovered
stream.
an empty yacht floating
Now,
unattended on the river.
I
Muscovite
don't
police were
think
summoned
I
to-
want to do any more in here. So I think, do I want to do Taipei or do I want to do some Moscow? Let's do some Moscow.
We've always known that kids in
Missed out on some disturbing puppy news. Oh no! I was vaguely... I listened to a little bit of news. But... Alright. So what are our missions? Alright, we're intercepting Surkov at the embassy. Just abandon Madison? Alright. Heads up on Georgia. Someone claiming to be a deep mole. Obviously not with a I will not say which agency. I'll use NSA verification code. Rogue agent was alleged to have been operating that. What is a Georgia situation? I don't know what that is. Westridge is spending the day in the shooting range. No one's looking over my shoulder. Who do you want to research? Oof, Parker. Yeah, I want to research Parker. Intercept for you. It's Alsamad transmission. Sender IP checks out. Coming from where Alsamad had been alleged to operate with the codes you use. Something. We meet at the ruins. Time called Algol. Okay. Ruins, eh? I mean, Mike knows what that's about, but... Alright. Alright, so we are going to a mission. Sergei Surkov. the multispectral flashbulb. One day I'm gonna do an all civvy clothed one, and it's gonna be marvelous. Okay, we've got that. Ooh, Silencer Mark III, hell yeah. Let's see what else we can get. No. No. I don't know. What about it? Free stable light ray gold blade. No. I'd love to save up for some better armor. Can I sell anything? Damn. It's not enough. It's not enough. We live and die on our stealth, so. Yee. Alright. Fairly happy with that loadout. Oh, wait, no, wait. We're wearing the wrong clothes. We're dressed for summer. Let's grow out our beard a bit more. Let's do that one. Make him look like a real... Ooh, we can wear an Ushanka. Yeah, let's wear an Ushanka. Hell yeah. Moscow's all I know, Moscow. Moscow's all I know, Moscow. Okay. Head to the American Embassy and contact Sergei Surkov, a prominent local businessman. If anyone's likely to have information on Halbech's interests in Moscow, he will. I've got information on him, and I've got information on G22.
Turn up anything, Mina?
The name Grigori provided. Sergei Surkov. He's well connected in Moscow, and he may know what Halbeck's plans are.
Any idea where I can find him?
I've confirmed he's at the American Embassy now. He should be there for the next few hours, if his schedule holds.
Good to hear. Is something wrong?
Something's interfering with the signal. I'm going to switch to another frequency.
What the hell?
Agent Thornton, I understand you're going after Surkov.
Albatross. A little surprised to hear from you.
There wasn't much choice. This concerns your plans for the embassy.
Word travels fast.
We don't have a lot of time. I know about your mission, and I can assist you in getting to Surkov. When you arrive at the embassy, I can patch into your frequency and provide support as your handler. I think you'll find G-22's resources are considerable.
Yeah, no, I'm with him.
All right. I could use all the help I can get.
Excellent. I have your frequency. I'll contact you when you reach the embassy, and we can go from there.
I'll get my gear and head out.
All right. One last thing, Mike. I'd prefer infiltrating the embassy quietly. If things should get difficult, however.
I'll be ready. Expecting trouble?
Always.
Great.
What happened? I got cut off.
Mina, I think Albatross is going to be joining us at the embassy.
What?
No time to explain. But I think we need to reach Surkov now. So this is the embassy, huh? I was hoping for something a little cheerier.
There's still no contact from G-22. Do you want to call
Mike,
them?
this is Albatross. Our surveillance indicates you're at the embassy perimeter. Can you confirm?
I'm guessing that feedback means you've cut me off from my handler.
I've locked down your signal to keep radio traffic to a minimum. It's a low probability embassy security will pick up our conversation, but I'm worried about other interests.
Understood. Has your surveillance picked up anything else?
We're checking the embassy grounds now. No sign of hostiles. Yet.
All right, let's see what we got at the front door.
Embassy guards. Standard issue weapons. According to our intelligence, the embassy hasn't been alerted, so they shouldn't be expecting trouble. Still, approach with caution.
Always.
Can we help you, sir?
I was hoping to see Sergei Surkov. Can you check to see if he's in?
Of course, sir. Give me a moment.
You are not on the list. Do not let the guard make that call.
This is a matter of some delicacy. I'm here on official CIA business.
Uh-oh. Surkov in some hot water?
Not that he's a flight risk, but I'd like to speak to him face to face. And I may require your help in securing the building once I'm in.
It'd be my pleasure. Just go in, sir. I'll let security know to be on their toes if there's trouble.
Ooh. I don't recall that. See, because I picked up a couple of perks there. These aren't the agents you're looking for. Gave me evasion and shadow operative cooldowns. Well, I used both of them, so that's great. And the other one was birds of a feather. Working with Albatross gives me chain shot and shadow operative. Well, I use them too, so this is all great for me. What?
I'm reading a C4 explosion in your area. The VCI are attacking the building.
Great. Any idea how many?
No. Keep focusing on Surkov. That's where they're headed.
Got him. Let's have a look around first.
Come out wherever you are.
Oh, okay, that's another way in.
Come on, I know you're here.
In the head. Shed rounds. Nope, nothing. So this is the American embassy. They just bombed the American embassy.
Reinforcements are being deployed. They're rappelling from the chopper onto the ledge outside the building.
Got him. Cool.
The Surkov is close. I'm picking up his radio.
Oh, heck. I don't know. Do anything? No. Okay.
That armor you are wearing, are you one of these mercenaries? You don't have the same insignia, but if you are one of the attackers, whatever you are being paid, I can pay more.
Turn up the feed. I want to hear his voice clearly. Good. You've got his attention. Now get his cooperation.
Surkov, I am not here for your money, only information. But right now, I want to get you out of here, safely.
Very well. I do not know who these attackers are, but I do know this embassy.
Well done. Let's see what he has to share.
The embassy security systems are our problem. The explosion has triggered the automatic security gates. They must be disabled if we want to escape the building.
So I need to find the security terminal and then override the codes.
Yes, the terminal is upstairs. But in the monitoring room next to us, there is a maintenance ladder. Take the ladder to the main security room upstairs. Unlock the gates. Then I can meet up with you at the courtyard. We don't have much time.
The room Surkov mentioned should be close by. Once inside, look for a maintenance ladder leading up to the 4th floor.
Just money. Oh, hello. Yeah, boy. Oh, loading.
Let me see if I can open the maintenance hatch by remote.
Ooh. That's a lot. Damn it! And we got it, because I'm very good at my job.
They've deployed several groups on the roof. Be careful.
Go back over there. Really, a shotgun would have been better there, but anyway. Ow!
Surkov mentioned should be close by. Once inside, look for a maintenance ladder leading up to the 4th floor.
Concerning that the little icons aren't turning up, but anyway.
see if I can open the maintenance hatch by remote. They've deployed several groups on the roof. Be careful.
Cool, money, and I hacked Surkov's computer. Alright, cool, level up. I'll take that level up now, thank you very much. Oh wait, no, this. Is that even the... yeah, it's tech.
The BCI are getting ahead of you, and it looks like they're hacking the embassy systems.
Bravo squad, moving out.
Yee boy. The real thing that's amazing is that I'm able to stream this long. Normally I get to 3 hours on a stream and I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, I have taken 2 breaks. But also, I don't know. It's play something that's not using my brain as much and I do better.
Did it. Security gate's unlocked. Now all I have to do is get out of here.
Rendezvous with
Delta
Surkov
here.
in the
We're
main
moving out.
courtyard. He should be on his way there now.
Damage resistance. Come back up.
They've taken control of the elevators on the upper floors. I'm trying to shut them down and cut off further reinforcements.
I can't hear him anymore and not hear Jim Raynor. That was close.
Done. But one team slipped through.
Uh-oh. Damn it.
elevator shut down. Look for another way off the floor.
You ever just beat up a turret?
I'm picking up VCI transmissions. Looks like reinforcements are entering the embassy.
Aha. Cool.
Surkov's at the front door. Provide cover. Don't let him get shot, or this was all for nothing.
Tango Bogey 9, initiating search.
No, this isn't working. Actually, what if? Oh, did I get it? Oh, thank Christ.
Presume you helped me because I can help you.
I'm here to find out what Halbeck's doing in Moscow, Surkov. I've been told you're the man to talk to.
Should I be honored? But Halbeck? Why?
It's my responsibility to find out what they're doing here in Moscow.
Your
and stop them.
responsibility? Forgive me, Mr. Thornton, but my understanding was that you are a rogue agent.
That doesn't make me any less responsible to my country or to the world, Mr. Surkov. Can you help me?
I will, gladly. Halbeck is smuggling weapons through Moscow. Was your country not already aware of this?
I'm not sure how much my government really knows. There seems to be protocols in place to blind them to their own actions.
I do not know who Halbeck's contact is in Moscow, but it will not take me long to find out.
I appreciate the cooperation.
As I appreciate you saving my life, Mr. Thornton. I think our responsibility to our countries is something we see eye to eye on.
Glad to hear it, Surkov. I look forward to hearing from you.
Alright. We bluffed the embassy guards into letting me in. And then we allied with Albatross. And the VCI were also coming in. We had problems, but we're good. Now, you email new store items. Mr. Thornton, as long as we're working together, share access to our black market channels. When you log into the clearinghouse, you'll have access to G22 supply networks. Sweet. Cool. Yeah, Parker's dodgy. We know this. Mr. Thornton, out of curiosity, do you on all of your sorties walk up and introduce yourself to every uniformed officer you see? Suppose I should not be bent out of shape over how you handled the mission at the embassy. When the mission turned into a firefight, you did what you could to minimize casualties. Even though the VCI are your enemy, each corpse is another police investigation, and next of kin could come back to bite you. Good job. Yay! Albatross likes us. The next mission, he actually calls out your clothes, so I want to go in my civvies.
Mr. Thornton, I'm glad you were able to make it. I have the information you requested.
Glad to hear it, Mr. Surkov.
Sergei, please. After the incident at the embassy, I'm glad we can talk under more relaxed circumstances, without the armor.
Yeah, wearing civilian clothes is starting to feel out of place the way things are going.
Understood. Mr. Thornton, Michael, as I said, I was able to track down the information you requested. After reading your dossier, however, I had a proposal for you.
So you found out what Halbeck is doing in Moscow?
I did, but there's more to it than that. Michael, I'm going to be honest with you. Based on your record and the events in Rome and Taipei, I think you can be trusted. I have had dealings with Halbeck. In fact, I was their initial contact for smuggling weapons into Moscow, including these missiles you're looking for.
Those missiles were used to bring down that airliner in the Middle East. People died.
Yes, and I think we both know that's just the beginning. Halbeck and I did not see eye to eye on the terms of our arrangement. We had a falling out. Unfortunately, they've found a new partner here in Moscow, a Konstantin Brayko.
Brayko? I don't think I've heard of him. If he's an arms dealer, I'm surprised he didn't show up on the radar when I arrived.
He merely has delusions of becoming one, which makes him more dangerous. He's not the man to show restraint in business dealings, but few members of the Russian mafia do.
Can you give me details on Brayko and his operation?
He started out in prostitution and extortion, and now he's moved up to drug smuggling.
What about weapon trafficking? The Halbeck angle sounds new.
It is. If the angle is profitable, however, Brayko is an eager student. Halbeck's arrangement with Brayko is going to cause repercussions. I'm a reasonable man, but Brayko is dangerous. He will sell to anyone, provided they have the money. Those missiles, along with the other Halbeck munitions, could end up in places where greater tragedies can occur.
So what's your proposal?
If I help you with Brayko, I do not want my past involvement with Halbeck exposed. Working with him was a mistake, and I understand that.
All right. What can you tell me about him? I don't want to go there and find any more surprises like I did at the embassy.
You didn't have me as a business partner then. And I don't like my associates working in the dark.
Then all I need is Brayko's location.
He's in a mansion outside Moscow, decorated to his own particular tastes.
I'm more interested in his defenses.
That intelligence you may have to gain on your own or purchase from local contacts.
Just download the location of my PDA and I'm set.
Very well. I will have the information sent to you. And thank you again for saving my life, Michael.
Whoa there, big guy. Didn't see you there. You been there the whole time?
My apologies. Champion Chick is here to see me, Mr. Thornton. If you are going after Brayko, then I am in need of protection while you're away.
Nothing better than a walking wall, I guess. That medal for real?
Champion Chick won it in the Olympics. Boxing, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I won some too. In shooting and martial arts. Have fun, you two.
Alright. We got the Halbeck data. And then we have our next mission, which is Assault Brayko's mansion. So we're not going to do that, even though everyone wants me to.
So you and Surkov met at the embassy during the attack.
I could have timed it better had I known the VCI was planning to assault the place.
But you survived, even if many of the Marines stationed at the embassy did not. An unfortunate coincidence. Who knew those mercenaries would choose that moment to attack?
Yeah. I was only after Surkov. Didn't mean for anyone else to get in the way.
Now don't be down on yourself. No one knew the embassy was going to be attacked, did they?
Someone did.
Well, I hear most of the Marines died doing their duty, and the VCI suffered some casualties, I imagine, but probably not much. But you handled yourself exceptionally well. You must have had help. You're truly a skilled agent, Mr. Thornton. But one man against several highly trained squads? No, the odds aren't that good.
Sometimes the best method is to send a man in alone. Good help is hard to find, and it usually slows me down anyway. Something wrong?
No. But remind me not to play poker with you. Well, if it hadn't been for that attack in Moscow, I doubt if anyone would have known you were in the city. You certainly kept a low profile.
I'm not in broadcasting or marketing, so that shouldn't surprise you.
I don't know. Seems you still make an impression on the fairer sex, no matter what the age difference is.
What are you talking about?
Z. In mercenary circles, she's something of an old reliable.
Is that why she's on your payroll?
Ah, so you backtracked that, did you? Very good.
She's not a big fan of your friend Marburg, judging from her comments.
The poor man doesn't have many friends in his line of work, Thornton. Show some sympathy.
I already pity him.
I'll pass that along. But back to the reason you were at the embassy. Surkov.
Yeah, I sort of expected more from ex-KGB when I met him, but maybe that's part of his charm.
So you know about his past?
Yep, him going legit, starting his corporations, trying to bring capitalism to Russia, the whole bit.
I see. You didn't seem to have much trouble getting information out of Surkov. I imagine you two had a cordial talk while the bullets were flying.
He cooperated. I think he appreciated the fact I acted like a professional. I don't know if he fully trusted me then, but...
But he did tell you who had the Halbeck missiles. And he gave you a name.
Yes. Konstantin Brayko.
Ah, Brayko. What is it about the younger generation? At least Surkov was a businessman. They pretend to obey the law. But Constantine, now there's a story I'd like to hear. Up-and-coming Russian mobster meets rogue American agent. What could the two of you possibly talk about?
How video killed the radio star.
Okay. So we will not be doing Braco. I would love to do Braco, but we will not be doing Braco. At least not today. Being on Hexgood's side is occasionally helpful, like when you need someone to deliver a giant supply of spiked cocaine to the fortified mansion of a paranoid mobster. Just get that done. Stephen, every lie. Sorry, let me try that again. Stephen, every event of your life has been leading up to this one perfect moment. The moment where you become the hero of the day. For you see, I have a mission, and you, my friend, are the only person who in all the world can accomplish this feat of daring and skill. I need a giant supply of Peruvian cocaine laced with rat poison delivered to the mansion of a sociopathic Russian mob boss. Mike, buddy, I was born ready for this. No, really, the nurse that delivered me was totally coked out of her brains. I'm a little busy at the moment, and Moscow's several thousand miles away, but yeah, I can manage it. I'll need a couple of bucks to cover the rat poison. I'm fresh out and various other expenses, but consider it done. So let's go back to Taipei. Oh, wow. Okay, so I don't get the Ushanka here, I get this cool rag. Actually, it is 11:30, and it is late. Probably think about bed. Oh, we've got this one to do. Sweet. That one's going to be a fun one. And we just got another perk. So let's have a look at that. Oh, sweet. Increased ammo capacity with all weapons. That's pretty good. All right. Drop a save. And we're going to call it there for tonight. Alright. What do we got here? Is anyone on the line? I mean, yes. No one I really want to raid into. Alright. I'm going to call it there, and I'm going to go to bed. So you take care of yourselves out there, and I'll see you around some other time, and then we will we'll do the boss fight. You know, that one. Don't worry about it. It will happen.